Hello, everyone. I'm Amy Dressen, and I'm going to be proposing a new barcoding inventory system at the Clinique of Plastic Surgery. So, implementing a barcode system at the Clinique of Plastic Surgery. Currently, there is no inventory system in place at your practice. Retail inventory in your practice makes up a large part of patient satisfaction and profits. Patients rely on those products to sustain the services performed by your medical staff. The current inventory has no system of proper tracking at all. This has really led to monetary loss and patient retention issues. So it is imperative that we have a system so we can measure your success. Therefore, I am proposing a barcoded inventory system that plugs into your already existing patient care software program. The presentation is going to show you your current inefficiencies, the new barcoding system, how that system works, the process, benefits and risk of that system, and how you can implement the system easily in your practice. Your current inefficiencies. I took some time to speak with your staff regarding the issues and where they start and how they are affecting the productivity of your practice. Well, first, I like to call it the checkout mix-up. This starts at the front desk with your receptionist, Jessica. Jessica performs the checking in and out of the retail products in the business. She explained to me how difficult it is to locate the products when she's trying to create an invoice. The products are only identified by the product name, and there are currently 98 products in your system. That means she has to scroll through 98 of those products to find the one to check out. She says it's very easy to choose the wrong product in the invoice. When the product practice is busy, she sometimes has to rush to check out. Now, the products in your practice range from $34 to $265. So as you can see, choosing the wrong product can really create some profitability issues and inventory tracking issues as well. The next issue that I found by speaking to Nadina, your medical esthetician, is the out-of-stock issue. Nadina sells the products to her patients to further their skincare regimens. She explained to me how frustrating it is when she wants to sell a product and the product is not there. The practice doesn't have any current reorder levels set. And often when there's not a product in stock, she's forced to send the patient to nearby competition, other practices that sell the same product. Now, referring your clients to your competition is not ideal, and it's an inconvenience to the patient and can really pose a threat to the return business of your patients. The third thing that I found was time use. Your spa manager, Kathleen, told me that she's in charge of monitoring and reporting inventory in her department. Now, the retail inventory really affects the profitability of her department. She spends hours trying to find missing inventory. She has to manually count the inventory and then try to backtrack when the count is wrong and figure out who bought the inventory because there's currently no reporting software in your patient software platform. This inventory process takes 3 to 4 hours, sometimes several times a week. And that time should be spent finding new patients, spending time with the practice and the staff, and her time can be better utilized in different areas. So we really want to cut down the time of taking inventory for her. As you can see, I included a picture of what the barcode label might look like on a product, and she will simply have to check her reports and refer to those to check inventory with the new barcoding system software. How is the system going to improve the current situation? Well, it's going to greatly improve the current situation. First, the checking out process will no longer be confusing. She will simply scan the label on the product to check out the product. The product will automatically populate into the invoice, and once that invoice is closed, the inventory will be deducted from the current sellable inventory. This issue of entering the wrong product will no longer be an issue. Out-of-stock products will no longer be an issue for Nadina because this new software has a reordering system in place. You will simply set reordering numbers for each of the products, and it will alert you when you need to order a new product. For instance, you can find your best-selling product and set the reorder level at 5 or 10 so that when that product gets to 5 or 10 in stock, it will alert you that you need to purchase the product. Or your slower selling inventory at maybe a reorder number of 1. This will ensure that a patient is never left unable to purchase a product, and that also products are not ordered unnecessarily, that you're not keeping inventory that you don't need, because of course that can be a profitability issue as well. Last, the reporting software is going to change how your manager spends time evaluating the inventory. The barcode scanning system is going to allow Kathleen to print simple reports that not only show current inventory, but also elaborate into reports such as best-selling, who purchased the inventory, when it was purchased, and she'll never have to bother with inaccurate counts. She will have so much time to promote new business and focus on bringing new patients to the practice. I know you're thinking, what is this going to cost me? Why haven't we implemented it before? It must be very expensive. Well, I have good news. The process is actually very inexpensive, and the system only needs 3 additional components. The system materials that need to be included are 2 barcode scanners. 1 scanner will be at the front desk for Jessica or the receptionist to check out the products, and then 1 scanner will be left in the inventory room to check in the products when they are received from the vendor. The barcode scanners are wireless, so you don't have to worry about messy wires or plugging them into anywhere or having an outlet available, and they're only $42.99 each. Next, you'll need a Dymo label maker. Now, the label maker will make the barcode labels to be attached to the products. This label maker is only $64.99, and it's going to help retail inventory be properly tracked. The next thing you're going to need is the software add-on. Now, this software add-on program already exists in your patient platform software. It's just not being utilized. It's free. It simply needs to be activated. So the total cost of implementing this system will be $150.97, a small cost for a big outcome. The process. I know you're thinking, this must be very lengthy. How are we going to implement this? Are we going to be able to start an entirely new process with our staff without interrupting our day-to-day activities? Well, yes, because it's a very simple 4-step process. First, the process starts with the receiving inventory by scanning the packing slip when it comes in from the vendor. Your staff will simply unpack it, scan the packing slip, and it will automatically populate into the system with proper vendor and product information so that there is no room for error. The second step will be labeling of the products. The barcode labels will be printed only for the received products that were scanned on the packing slip, so no additional labels will be printed. The employee will simply have to label the products with the barcode labels and scan them into the system as sellable inventory. The scanning process. This process is done when the products are ready to be sold. The seller can simply scan the barcoded product directly into the invoice, and it will populate the product cost, all the right taxing information right into that invoice. When the invoice is closed, that product will be deducted from the in-stock inventory number. The fourth step in the process is the reorder level. The reorder levels, like I mentioned before, will be set in the system, and these alerts will be displayed when inventory numbers are low. Now I know you're wondering, this sounds way too good to be true. What are the risks of this system? Well, there are some risks, very little, and the benefits way outweigh these. But I will tell you that anytime you're implementing a new system, there are going to be additional costs. Like I showed before, the additional cost in this system is $150.97. Not a large cost for an entire inventory tracking system. Of course, there'll need to be new training performed with the employees, and probably some sort of instructional manual made for the employees so that they can refer back to this for troubleshooting and also how to work the barcoding system. Now, with any software program, there could be IT issues, and with IT issues, of course, there needs to be professional help. So sometimes there can be costs incurred if you need to hire an IT person to address the issues. But the benefits are amazing. The benefits start with an accurate tracking of incoming and outgoing inventory. All of that is going to be tracked within the system. There's an easy scanning system for checking out inventory. The products will simply be scanned into the invoice and checked out when they're ready to be sold. Automatic population of product details and price. All the products and vendors and price will be entered into the system and will populate easily when products are scanned in. Reorder levels that alert when in-stock inventory is low is going to be imperative for your practice. It's going to ensure that products are always available when patients want to purchase them and that unnecessary products are not being ordered. The reports that give details such as who purchased inventory, in-stock levels, and daily reports on sold products will help manage and track inventory. And of course, your profits will increase because inventory is going to be heavily monitored. There will be no more inventory that disappears or is unaccounted for, and employees will know that this inventory system is in place. Now, I recommend that you implement this system as soon as possible. Moving forward with this barcoding inventory system will not only streamline the process, but also eliminate all of the inefficiencies. To implement the process, it's going to be important that you write a manual for the existing and new employees to refer to. Employees will need to be trained, like I mentioned before, and upfront, all of the products will need to be entered into the system. It's a little work for a big benefit. The system will populate barcodes for all the products, and they will just need to be printed and attached to each product. After all the products are input and labeled, there will be no more steps involved for setup. All you will have to do is run automatic software upgrades about every 6 months. So I propose that you do not go another day letting your money walk out the door. Tracking your inventory is so important, and it can be implemented so easily because you already have so many of the resources to do so. I hope that this presentation gives you a better outlook on how you can implement the system and what it involves, and I propose you do that today. Thank you.